Multifunction camping light. Let's get into it. So guys, welcome back to the channel on this wet and windy, lovely British day. Hope you are all okay. So as you all know, I love camping lanterns, lights, things like that. Absolutely love them. So I've been hunting for some lanterns, just, some nice little lanterns to hook up and stuff when you go camping and things like that. So I've been hunting for something pretty much like this for, about 6 months now. And with the way, spring's just around the corner, things are still really cheap to buy at the minute. So when I seen this on TikTok, now this was about £6.63, I believe, something like that. Bargain. Couldn't believe it. I thought, oh, that's great. It's 18650 batteries. I love my 18650 batteries. We all know that. And it's just a nice little small camping lantern. I thought, great. Can charge your phone, Type C, perfect. And it's basically stepless dimmer, which is basically, it doesn't click round, it's either up or down, and it just dims as it goes up. Perfect. I thought, oh, that's great, pretty much everything I want. Range of colours, there's more colours than this. That's just like a pink and an olive green, but they do black and things like that. TikTok shop, again, cracking prices, come within about 7 days. And I absolutely love TikTok shop at the minute. If you ever want any bargains, guys, there's no scams or anything like that. It's not like, where you order things and you think, oh, is it going to come or not? We don't know. But I've ordered loads off TikTok now, and I think it's great. Search engine's a bit rubbish. It's not like eBay or Amazon or anything like that. But, if you scroll through all the deals, there's some cracking deals. That is really nice. Really tough. I do like how it has 3 strips of LEDs. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. That's a nice feature. That's pretty strong. Plastic. I mean, it's going to be plasticky. It's not going to be a full-on, fur-hand paraffin lantern or anything like that. But for £6, I thought that was great. Nice metal hook on it, and a light. Warm white as well. I do like warm white lights. They just set the mood better. They are nice. These cold, really bright whites, I'm just not a fan of them, really. Oh, wow, yeah, that's really bright. Apparently it's 1,000 lumens. So we'll have to test it, how long it lasts. It does say on the advert 24 hours. I'm a bit skeptical on that. Although, even though it is an 18650 battery, I love my 18650 batteries, as you know. If there's one battery that you could ever trust, is an 18650 battery. And I set all my gear up to that now. Head torches, lanterns, power banks, things like that. They're all 18650 battery now because they're all rechargeable. They're a lot better than your standard AA's and AAA's and things like that. Before you know it, you've got a massive buddy box, battery box, where there's tons of different batteries for things, and it's like, I just don't want that hassle of finding all these different, batteries everywhere. I just keep everything all straight, one battery now, and that's what I prefer. Ah, there we go. Yes. And another great idea, what I love about this lantern, it's removable, rechargeable battery. Now, we don't know how long this has been sitting on the shelf for, so it might not last that long. I've had a couple of lights in the past where there's just no details on it, no names. I mean, it's more than 10 times out of 10, it's probably come from China. And it's been sitting in a warehouse, cold, hot, on the back of a boat somewhere, coming over the seas, and then comes back over to our warehouses and just stays there even longer. So 9 times out of 10, you probably have to change these batteries. They'll last for a while. They probably won't hold as much charge as they say they will on the adverts. With my Blue Car lantern that you guys want to check out, one of my previous videos, I got a really good 14 hours out of that bulb. And battery combination. I thought that was brilliant. That was still a 1 battery as well. And on these small micro LEDs, not sure if you can really see that on the camera, guys, it's the really tiny ones, and these give off great light for what they are. I mean, they don't take any power at all. So it'd be good to see if this does last 24 hours. But that is a great feature, because I hate nothing more than having a great light that you've used for a few years, and you come to it and it's broke or it don't work or the battery's exploded in it, and you go to it and it's just one big sort of power pack, and you look on eBay or wherever, Amazon, for the battery to try and find it. You can't find the battery, sort of like a one-off deal, and you kind of lost the light there. But where this is where you can access it, I think that's great, because you can just chuck that out, put a new one in. You can get better ones of these. You can get up to like 350 milliamp ones of these, which will last so much longer. But it's good to see that it is removable. I do like that. Yeah, big fan of that. Second, this also has a port for charging your phone. It does say phone charging, although would I really use it to charge my phone? 18650 battery isn't going to charge it fully. That's guaranteed. You might get 20%, 30%. If you're using the light as well, it's not the best. Maybe for emergency uses, if you haven't used this lantern, yeah, you get a decent charge, make a few phone calls if needed, but I wouldn't rely solely on this. Now, if this had 3 or 4 more, yeah, 3 more batteries, if you could make it at least one more, so say 3 batteries each side, 1 battery each side and then 3 altogether, that would have been brilliant, but just kept it on the 3.7 volts, because that's what these batteries produce each, and regulated that. This would have lasted, probably more than a day, easy, which is a shame. They always seem to stick to one. Don't know why that is. Must just obviously be cheap, but cut down costs and all that lot. It is what it is. I get it. I do like Type-C. I like my Type-C, guys. Best sort of charging, fast charging as well. Don't take long at all. And obviously there is a USB there as well, so you can charge it, the opposite way. There is a small charging light next to it, and if you can see that little hole next to the Type-C, so you can always use, an indication to tell you if it's charged or not, which I do like as well. It is always handy. I hate nothing more than grabbing a light out of your shed, ready to go camping for the night, and the battery's dead, and you're like, oh, great. But this, I love the colour of this. It's really nice. Again, £6. What do you expect? You're not going to get a classic vintage full glass and steel construction, but it does say it is rainproof. So yeah, it does say it's rainproof. But again, I think that is just great. Warm white, I love warm white. 1,000 lumens, I don't know. I mean, it's pretty bright. We'll have to see in the dark. We'll do some testing on it, guys. Definitely want to test out that 24-hour lighting on it. I doubt it'll do 24 hours. I've never seen one yet that'll do 24 hours on one 18650 battery. Maybe a couple, maybe. But I've never seen one like that. But I thought, you know what? I'll show that, and I want one myself anyway. I'm always after lanterns and things. They're nice to have around the house to set the mood, especially if you can't have, candles and things like that, because you've got, big dogs that are always knocking them over with their tails and things like that, or, they just put soot everywhere and the walls get filthy after a while. But I thought that is really nice. Great little lantern. We'll do some testing on it, guys. Probably, I'd say, we may end up chucking that battery out. I do try to keep the battery as long as I can, but I don't think we'll get 24 hours out of that on that battery. Maybe if we had a bigger milliamp battery, but as far as testing it out of the box, we'll give it a try. Let's test it. So guys, what do we think? 12-ish hours? That's not bad from a factory brought battery lantern, to be fair. Again, with the batteries, you can actually change the battery in this, and I think that's absolutely a great idea because, you know, I don't trust no-name brands for a start. I've always been a bit iffy with them. I mean, there's literally no branding on this whatsoever. Shame, really. I mean, you can always get the decent Samsung ones to go in there for like vaping and things like that. They really work. They're really good high amperage and output on them ones. You can also get these, what I like to buy. These ones are Fogstar ones, and these are for vaping, but they're exactly the same battery. And these are up to 3.5 milliamp. Sorry, 3,500 milliamp. That's a lot of juice, considering that's probably only about 18 to 2,000. You know, you're getting a lot more power, a lot more kick out of that for the same size, and it'll fit straight in. I mean, these, again, it's a shame really that, I mean, they are cheap and they are generic, but I do like how they are removable and they are a generic battery that can go into them. I think that's a lot better. You get a lot more power out of that and a lot longer as well. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. I'm always happy to answer any questions that I can. Love when people give me good feedback. If you have any answers to any of my issues, with regards to batteries, if you find any better ones than I have or anything like that, please like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one, guys.